In this video, I'm going to explain how the Gmail logo contains the blueprints to become like God. I know this will sound very ignorant to a majority of people, and that doesn't mean it isn't ignorant, but all I ask is that you hear me out before you decide one way or another, because this likely goes much deeper than most would assume. Okay, so first, to get some context for understanding how the Gmail logo contains the blueprints to become like God, I want to show you a clip from Donald Duck in Mathmagicland.
It was our old friend Pythagoras who discovered that the pentagram was full of mathemagic. The two shorter lines combined exactly equal the third, and this line shows the magic proportions of the famous golden section. The second and third lines exactly equal the fourth. Once again, we have the golden section. But this is only the beginning. Hidden within the pentagram is a secret for creating a golden rectangle, which the Greeks admired for its beautiful proportions and magic qualities. The star contains the golden rectangle many times over.
Did you see it? If you look closely right here, you can see that the geometry actually makes the Gmail logo. The association between the Gmail logo and the Masonic apron has been made before, and I want to talk about how that connects to everything as well. But for now, let's rewind even further to what actually unfolded to give us the Masonic apron and, by extension, the Gmail logo. So we can see now that there is an interchangeability or symbolic equivalence between the logo, the apron, and the pentagram. If we can understand one symbol, we are in effect understanding the others that are symbolically equivalent. So now let's look at what a pentagram represents. On a pentagram, we have 5 corners, each corner representing a different element. We have water, fire, earth, air, and spirit. The occult idea behind this is that the 4 elements, fire, water, earth, and air, make up the human body. And from these 4 elements, or your own physical body, the 5th element is born, that being the Holy Spirit. With that said, let's take a look at 2 short clips from a movie that, like countless others, contains symbolism for those with eyes to see and ears to hear.
When the 3 planets are in eclipse, the black hole like a door is open. Evil comes, spreading terror and chaos.
There's nothing that can stop this.
There is only one thing.
Perfect.
The Mondachiwan have in their possession the only weapon to defeat evil. 4 elements, gathered around a 5th.
Now I want to touch on the Masonic apron. The Masonic apron also represents transmutation of the 4 elements into the Holy Spirit, but in its own way. The profane, although still true, explanation for the apron is that it represents purity, building the self, and initiation into a structured system of moral teaching. The esoteric symbolism of the apron is meant to show restraint by hiding the male penis during an erection, which is a sign of one who does not spill his semen. This may sound crude and silly, but in every esoteric system I'm aware of, there is always a common link involving transmutation through not spilling one's seed. The idea is that semen contains the vital life force, and when it is expelled, it is lost.
I'm gonna help you. And anytime you need me, just whistle. Now, you see, the world is full of temptations. They're the wrong things that seem right at the time.
You buttered your bread. Now sleep in it.
Go ahead. Make a fool of yourself. Then maybe you'll listen to your conscience.
What the initiate knows is that if it is not released, It moves up the 33 vertebrae of the spine until it reaches the skull, where it results in higher cognitive abilities, including the awakening of latent psychic faculties. Interestingly, this fluid turns into something called Christos, and Jesus Christ, according to the Bible, was crucified in the city of Golgotha, which is Aramaic for place of the skull. So to tie this all together, I said that the Gmail logo contains the blueprints to become like God. The next question is, who or what is God? Regardless of personal belief, one thing remains consistent. In esoteric or inner teachings, it always seems to converge on the idea that God is consciousness itself. The problem is that if we are already conscious, then all of this symbolism is pointless because there is nothing more to achieve. This line of reasoning would be wrong because the vast majority of people, myself included, are not fully conscious beings but are instead living through the reactions of the animal mind. What is conscious in us is our divine spark, but not yet a divine fire or an awakened consciousness. We have what is necessary to become conscious, but only through careful self-reflection and awareness of every moment can we truly become free. Hence, free Masons, which signifies being a free creator. So, to summarize how the Gmail logo contains the blueprints to become a god, what is being communicated through all this symbolism is that as we become more conscious, we are in effect aligning our will with God, the All. To recognize yourself as divine or as God is not the point. The point is to act it out, and to act it out takes unwavering conscious awareness. And with that said, these are some of the things I think about often, and as always, thanks for watching.